Oh, sorry, sorry. Oh, sorry, sorry. Forgot you were there. Oh, very sorry about that. Should have known, you know. Very sorry, very sorry. Just called me. You called me. You called me. Yeah, you called me red-handed, red danced. Not good. Welcome back. How's it going? Thank you for being there. Thank you, the three of you there, or two or three. I don't know how many are you, but hey, you're here, and that's special, isn't it? Thank you for being there. Yeah, hello there in the comments if you're there. Leave me a like, and yeah, tell me how much you missed me. Oh my god, did you even miss me? Why would you miss me? Alright, why would you miss me? Oh my god. Alright. Did you miss this bald head? You did miss this bald head. You did, I know. I know you did. Alright, so let's stop with the nonsense. Okay, let's stop with the nonsense and start talking real business. Alright, so business. What kind of business are we talking about? Well, the business today we have is stress testing the version, the dev version that I'm using right now of Rogue Engine, because the thing is, yeah, it's I need to make sure that this stuff works. So, you know, it would be nice. You know, it would be pretty good if this thing worked. So yeah, we have to make sure that it works. So here's the thing. I'm opening this thing. You know, it's always that. You know, sorry, I'm distracted. I'm opening the engine and all that. But yeah, the thing is, the multi-select stuff, I stopped everything else and I decided, okay, I'm just gonna focus on that. Only multi-select until it's done. Until I'm done with it, because it's a lot. It's many things that can break, many things that can absolutely go. So yeah, I am. We need to stress test that, and we're going to do that. We're going to, you know, I thought, well, I usually just stress test things to make sure stuff works. What I do is I go into a project that I'm building or something, and I play around with it. And I thought, well, why not just go live and work with you in the project that we've been working on? And yeah, we can test, we can do stuff, and yeah, let's do that. The other day, I sidetracked. I went and showed a few things here and there, and didn't really focus on the things that we needed to focus on. So today we can just play around with it a bit. We can grab some stuff and some components here and there, try to do some of the stuff that was missing in the game. So let's do that. Let's work in our game. Yeah, I thought it was a nice idea. So I'm sorry this is so impromptu. I just came in like and just came in live, right? But yeah, I mean, I thought it would be fun, and to just do it here instead of doing it by myself. You know, with some project there, boring. So no, let's break things together. Let's just, yeah, let's break things together. Do you like it when we break things together? You know, I mean, yeah. At least we get it documented, right? I mean, even though it feels like I'm alone, I know there's like 2, maybe 3 of you, maybe sometimes 4, sometimes 6. When there's 6 people there, I'm like, whoa, 6 people watching me live. Wow, mate. That's like multitude of people. Full crowd. But yeah, we don't have, I don't think we have 4. How many people we have right now? I don't know. It's like 1, 2, no. Yeah. 3 people, counting someone on Twitch. Thank you for being there on Twitch, by the way, whoever you are. Thank you so much. Yes, so let's play with this thing. I'm sorry, it's opening. You know how it is. It's opening, and you know, it's best OBS wise. It's best to be careful with this. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Let's come here and what is this? Yeah, let's open, yeah, let's just show you here. All right, okay, here we are. Yes, it's a dev version again. Dev version again. Are we in a dev world again? Yes, let's see if it's I'm trying to make sure that you can see everything. Yes, I think you can see that. You can see that, can't you? Yes. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move this thing a bit less here. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it's unnecessary. Show you so much there, but yeah, I think a little less would help as well. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That looks good. All right. Yes, let's start working here, and as always, you know, leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, you know, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet, and let's do that. Okay, so let me show you a bit. Last time I showed you the multi-select stuff and all this, right? But now we also have the capacity to multi-select, and as you can see there, you know, the inputs are also working with the multi-select. So now you can have the positions, you know, you can mess with them. There's still some problems with the undo, redo, write history because I haven't yet settled that. But you know, the inputs are now working, all of them. You know, you can move them all like this, you know, and sort of say, okay, now I want them all to be there, and that will work, right? But then, you know, it gets messy when you do undo. It doesn't undo those positions, right? So yeah, you get that problem sort of on there. So yeah, I'm just gonna refresh the project. I mean, I could just reopen the scene, right? Let's reopen the project. Why not? It's how lazy I am. I don't want to find the scene thing and open it back. Yeah, but yes, that's one thing you can do. I could just create multiple objects and just do something with. It's just reopen the whole scene again. Yeah, why not? But yes, okay, I can show with the name, right? I can show with the name, like all of them are called base 1, base 2, base 3, base 4, right? You can see that, right? And I can call them my base like this, you know, and they all change their names, you know, like this. That's pretty great, right? But yeah, it doesn't work with the multi-select, of course, right? The inputs are not yet connected with the history system because the thing is, I need to make the history system work as a unit, right? The change all the names of all these objects, because right now it's just doing, okay, I take this reference, this object, and I change this value, right? So the way it would work right now, the way it's done is it would just create many history input entries, right? For each one of the objects, it will create 4 different name changes instead of one single multi-name change, which is what I need to do. So I need to turn many of these undo, redo things, the history inputs, basically, I need to turn them into this single, you know, multi-selection inputs, right? Multi-action systems. It's an action system. It's basically, yeah, it's an action system. It hasn't do, redo, stuff like that. But yeah, it just works with the one reference, right? The one reference and the one property. I need an array of references. So yeah, everything I've been doing with everything else, right? But yeah, just with that. And well, something else. Now that I changed the names, I need to change them again. So I'm just going to reopen the scene, of course. But so I'm going to show you also, like if I have, like, say, let's add a rapier body, right? So let's add the body here, and let's add a test component, right? So add a test component as well. I changed the this one because the checkbox, because I like this one better, right? Yeah. And and because I needed something more customizable that I could use to have the line there to show that it's an unequal value, uneven value in all the selected items. But so if I do test here, right? So I add the test here, and say in this one I also add just the test, right? So I'd have these two that have just the test, right? And I have this one that also has the rapier body, right? So if I select this and this like this, right, it's also going to modify the other ones. So if my prop here, I change it to 1. Now all of these had 1, because it's like modifying all of them. The thing I need to add, I still need to make sure I'm going to add like this sort of list that shows which ones is it really changing, like a list of objects that contain this one. Because as you can see, it's showing this object that is not common to all of them. So it just say, okay, which objects is this component from? The other option would be like the first thing I did, the first approach I took was to only show the common components. But I thought it was annoying. I don't know. Because if you make a selection and you want to change this thing in all of these, and also this one that has, 3 of these objects have this component. So, okay, you want to change something in that. It makes sense, right? Because maybe one component repeats among your 4 objects, and just having to reselect and select those components that have that object and then change it there, right? Mostly because of that, not because one object could have a different component, because multiple objects could have certain components that repeat themselves and certain components that don't, right? So in that case, you really want to have some of those options there. I still have problems, as you can see, something I'm resolving with the drop downs. The drop downs have issues. I haven't yet implemented the maps. I have implemented the lists, but not the maps, because since they will use the same system, the same sort of core implementation, I wanted to stress test the lists first before I do the maps, so that they, I'm sure that, the same approach works. Otherwise, I have to like go modify it on one and go modify the others, and then let's just use one and be done with it, right? Let's not repeat ourselves too much, and just going straight into stress testing things and but yes, I hope you're enjoying this. I don't know, this is like a some shadow entered in my throat. I hope you're enjoying. I'm sure you didn't enjoy that. Sure you love that. I hope you're enjoying this sort of like a dev vlog sort of thing, isn't it? It's like a dev vlog thing, right? It's like I'm just showing you bits of stuff I'm working on and how it's going, and how it's the things I'm implementing, and how it will work. All right, because the thing is, I was previous to this, I was working on the event system. Right, there's going to be an event system. That's going to be quite interesting. I don't know if you're familiar with GDevelop. I used to work in a system for a company that I worked on that had a similar system for dashboard editing, and I did that system. I built that system. So and so I thought, okay, I could sort of create this kind of system, but like think about it in a bit of a different way because it's not for the same stuff, right? That was for industrial automation. This is for game development, and it's kind of similar in a way, but yeah, the approach is probably completely different. It's just the same frame of thought, right? And I saw that, I remember that I've seen that GDevelop has a similar approach in having like event sheets that where you can define things, right, like different events. I like that way more than the blueprint style of, you know, having all these things put together like it's a circuit of sorts that you can't even read. I mean, it's, where do you even start? It starts here or there, and it has all these nodes floating around. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I hate those node systems. Like, you know, I don't like them one bit. I've had multiple people asking, you know, do you have a node system? No, because I think it's horrible. It's disgusting. I'm not gonna have that. I don't like that. But I do like other sorts of you know, other sorts of no code systems that I think are really good, and that I would totally use them. The whole point, I think, of a no code tool is not that, okay, you use it because you don't know how to code. No, it should be useful for everyone, even someone who knows how to code. And you say, okay, instead of, right, because otherwise you would just build this whole editor yourself, right? I mean, you wouldn't even need an editor, right? The point of the editor is sort of helping you out in things, no code things, right? It's these no code things that help you out in setting up your scene and help you out putting components together. This is all no code in many ways. Rogue Engine is a bunch of no code tools and some, you know, low code tools. But so to turn it into a fully or partially no code system, I should add some of these how do you call them, event sheets. Yeah, some of these proper no code systems. I've been asked this so many times. Some people have requested some no code tools, mostly people who don't know how to code. But I always approach this as if it's something that benefits everyone, right? And not just, okay, only the people who don't know how to code, right? Because, also make much sense. So in that case, since I was thinking about adding, you know, already adding that agent that could help you create components, and that's already going to be there in the next one. It's going to be a paid tool. That's going to be a paid tool because, I mean, it's so expensive to do, and, you know, that's going to be a paid tool. But the no-code system, it can be just another tool in the engine, right? It's a very simple tool in the engine. Well, not simple, but you know, the whole point would be that you can, you know, create one of these components basically. That is, you know, when you click on it or something, you know, it opens up in a window and has some events, you know, like you would have on the input manager, you know, with your with the inputs, like having them here, and you can set, you know, a little input, you know, a little thing from with this input. So, like a little event, okay, on fire, do this, you know, on all the input systems, all the input events, all the engine lifecycle events, all of these things, that basically will help you not have to build these things, and then having functions, proper functions, that a bunch of them are going to be already created, right? Pre-created for you, and many of them will not be created for you, right? Because many of them you may have to build yourself, and some of them you may use the AI agent thing to help you create a function, because that's the thing. AI, I don't think it's capable of making a full game or a full thing. No, it can make a crappy, it can make a bunch of crappy stuff, but it's really good at making this sort of small little components and things. So I that's what it's going to be very useful for. and serializations, really good at doing those serializations. So since I'm building the serialization for these event sheets, that will basically be just that, a bunch of serializations. There's not much going on other than, okay, give me the precise thing that I need to do myself with the engine. So sort of the AI, which is, instead of thinking about calculations and things like that, I just had to predict. It just has to predict the serialization, right? So that's a very simple thing. It's a very simple ask for a stupid, dumb AI, because that's what they're stupid, dumb things. And I think it's a good use of a tool. Instead of selling you, oh, you're gonna be able to make games with AI. No, I'm not a liar. I'm not. I hate that. I hate those people trying to sell it that way. Like, we're gonna have AGI. It's gonna dominate the world. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. So just building a little function that does something really useful, and you'll have to put everything together yourself. And the art, well, you're gonna have to get it yourself, because I'm not willing to go and steal people's arts to put in your game. No. Get some CC stuff, some CC0 stuff, beautiful CC0 stuff with Cutaneous, Kenny, all the stuff. Yeah, go for that. Or just build it yourself. Build it yourself. Learn, learn to make some 3D models. Some textures, all that. I painted this terrain myself, it's not beautiful, but hey, it's nice, isn't it? Oh, hello, we got some people. Hello, Athano says, hello, gotta run. Hello. Who is it here? Well, we have 13 people. Was I just raided? Was it just raided by someone? Thank you so much. I can't see the thing. I'm using Restream, so I have no idea if someone... Oh, thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much, Athano. Thank you so much. Incredible. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I mean, it was... I'm using Restream, and Restream doesn't show me, oh, you've been raided. So, it's, I'm just finding out now. Thank you so much, mate. And thank you all of you for coming here, for every one of you here. That's very, very generous of you. It's a lot of people, really. I usually have how many? Probably 3, 4. When I have 6 people here, I'm like, wow, I have 6 people here. So thank you, all of you, for being here. And for those of you that you don't know me, probably all of you, I'm beardscript. What I do is I'm making this game engine. It's called Rogue Engine. It's a web game engine. You can use JavaScript, TypeScript to make games with it. So you can see here, we're making this tower defense game. Let's reload the project because I've been messing around with it too much. But yeah, you can make web-based games, basically, all this stuff. It's a lot of fun if you like web games, right? If you like JavaScript and TypeScript, it's going to be a lot of fun to make games with it. But yeah, we're slowly building this tower defense game, as you can see, right? And we're sort of creating the bits for it. And thank you for being there. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the little thing we're doing here. Yeah, and I hope you can follow me and leave me you're on Twitch, so yeah, don't subscribe because it's Twitch. But give me a follow there. And I'm trying to get to 50, and I'm going to release this thing as a this project. I'm going to open source the code and everything for this game, and I'm going to release it as a package, as a template that you can use to create your own tower defense sort of a game with the same stuff, right? So yeah, follow me there, help me out, and thank you for being there. All right, let's get started. Let's get doing some stuff. But yeah, I was talking just now to the three beautiful people that were there, and some on YouTube, some here, about the some of the features that I'm building in Rogue Engine, we didn't have multi-select before. We have multi-select now, right? So all these things that I've been adding and all these things that I've been working on, it's really hard to add these sorts of things that can be quite destructive. So I use these sessions. I try to use these sessions to kind of stress test the tools and make sure they're working before I do any sort of release. One of my goals of every release is to make sure that it's stable, very, very stable, because the next release will be the 1.0. We have been on a very long beta, and the beta has been quite good. I think most people have using this beta have been, reporting less and less bugs as more patches have been coming out. And yes, and now we're in a point where regressions are not common, are very, very uncommon, and things are very, very stable. So we are very ready for 1.0, but the big changes have to happen before that. So I'm doing all of these big important changes now. Some of these things can break a lot of stuff like the multi-select, and yeah, we're just making sure all these things work. So yes, you're just been I'm glad you're here to see it. Well, most of you are gone already. I guess nobody was very much interested about this JavaScript or TypeScript maybe, but hey, the few of you have stayed, thank you so much. And yes, let's get this thing going. All right, so the thing we wanted to do last time, let me show you. We have prefabs here, right? We have prefabs like you will have in Unity. We have prefabs here. Okay, so let me refresh my throat. I'm sorry. I have to hydrate my throat. I talked a little, very, very fast, you know. Yeah, that strains my throat a bit, doesn't it? So yeah, we can edit our prefabs. This is one of the latest tools we have added. This prefab editor. Some people ask for things in our Discord. You can join our Discord if you're interested in this kind of stuff, and you can ask for things. And sometimes, if it makes sense, if it kind of makes sense with the stuff we're building, hey, we're all for it. I'm all for it. Sometimes it's just didn't think of it, or sometimes it's something I'm thinking of, and maybe I haven't really gotten to it, and you ask him for it. Sometimes it's motivation enough to say, hey, maybe we should do this now. And this is exactly that, something I'd been thinking about. It was very annoying. Previously, you had to kind of drag and drop the prefab into the scene, and kind of make changes and all that, and then you would drag and drop it here to make the modification. And now you simply double click here and you open it in its own editor, and you can double click on your prefabs and open them. So I think that's interesting. It's a good tool to have. And yes, it's interesting. So yeah, that's kind of how Rogue Engine is developed. The community and Discord, help me out and tell me, hey, there's a bug here, and hey, this is missing, or this is annoying, and I'm there for you. I'm here for you always. I am also, as I always say, I am privileged to be able to serve this community. I feel very privileged, so I act accordingly. So yes, let's add. I don't remember if it was here or where I can add it. Probably going to add it in. I'm going to add it here, and then maybe I can move it. But we're gonna add little health bars on top of our enemies here, because we can't really see. You see, when we play here now, we can't really see if we're damaging them, can we? So we don't have that much feedback. So if you can see that, right? We can't see if how much damage we're making. So it's probably good to do something about that. Oh, also, like one thing, right? You can create a gun and you can upgrade it, things like that as well, right? We have all the guns upgraded. You can have all these guns, right? And there you go. Yeah, we have upgrades. We have all that stuff. By the way, these amazing assets, really nice assets, are Creative Commons. They are free. You can go get them at quaternius.com. Quaternius is a great artist. You know, so as I always say, support the artist. Go, you know, and if you can donate to him, you know, help him out. Always, you know, donate to the people building the amazing stuff for all of us for free. You know, you know, just commending your art to Creative Commons is such a generous thing to do. So, you know, if you find something that you like, you want to buy it, or you want to make a donation, don't forget to do that. All right. And all right, let's keep going. So what we're going to do is we have we have packages here. This you can download from the marketplace. Here you have a marketplace where you can get stuff, you know, takes a bit to load, and then you can, you know, download some of the, like we have the rapier package that we're using here, right? And another one that we have is the where is it? We have the root character, and then there is the CSS2D. Where is the CSS2D? Here, the CSS2D, and we have that one here now. All right, so CSS2D, and you have all the components here, so you can see how it's built and all, right? But what we're going to do with that is we're going to come here to the prefabs. Let's double click here. All right, and we're going to add the CSS2D component to our thing here. Oh, I may have broken. Oh, I broke. Okay, yeah, it's there. It's just I broke the yeah. Okay, this is why I stress test my my things here, right? Because this is, I just broke something. This is a development version, right? I'm stress testing a development version, the latest latest thing. I'm testing different features that are, you know, just there out the oven. So okay, what I'm going to do is, since this is not working here and this just broke, yeah, I probably one of the latest changes I did. I'm just going to open the official version. We're going to go back here, all right? Just so hold on, hang in there with me for just a second. The thing is, when I reopen things with OBS, there OBS goes you know, and it dies. So yeah, let's let OBS rest for a bit, and we'll go back here. Okay, let's reopen. Let's open the project in the proper version, in the proper, you know. So sad. I was just I really wanted to test the development version, but no, it's not going to be possible today. Yeah, all right, no worries. Anyways, it's good to kind of test the development version that we have here now. Sorry, the official version that we have here. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay, back to the same place. Yeah, I just opened the downloaded version. You can go to rogueengine.io. By the way, download it. I made the last version. I made sure that you know, you could download it for like everything. You have for Intel Macs, for the ARM Macs, for the Windows. Then you have a Debian based installer, right? A deb file. Then you have an app image in case you're using Fedora, because I don't have a proper RPM yet, but I have a Pacman as well, so you can download the Pacman. And if you have Arch Linux, you know, you can use that. I use that on CachyOS and, you know, my other system. So yeah, I'm using Windows here. So this is the Windows one, but I've been using the Pacman one. It's really good. Surprisingly good, like, you know, very, very good, honestly. So yes, you'll notice some differences from this one. It's not as cool. It doesn't have the multi-select stuff, but yeah, that's just what it is. Okay. So all right, let's test our little thing here. All right, so let's add CSS rogue CSS2D. Okay, yes, now it's here, you see. And you can see that. Can you see the little object there? Actually, yes. I think it's best. Would be best, probably. I don't know. To should I add it to like a child object so that I can move it around, or I could just set an offset here. I could just set the offset. Yeah, let's just offset it. I just offset it like 2, yeah, 2, 3, no, 2.5, 2.5 probably, yeah. And we can set, this is HTML, so we can set the HTML like like this. And let's say yeah, let's call this what, let's call this health bar, right? Let's call this let's create a class, and we'll call this class oh no, well, we need to give it some kind of ID, right? We need to make sure we can identify it. Yeah, we need to make sure we can identify it. So how can we really identify it here, right? Because okay, let's do this. Let's just call it class. Let's just call it class. Let's do that. We're going to use a query selector to get it. So we're just going to call it, we're just going to do this and call it health bar, okay? Because the thing is, we then, from the component, we go and grab the health bar, and we use that. I love using just vanilla. I'm very vanilla in that sense, you know. I really love using the vanilla JavaScript for everything. So I just go full vanilla. Yeah. Why even use React and all? No, you don't need that. You know, it's caused me more pain than it's caused me satisfaction, honestly, to use all these frameworks. Vanilla is beautiful nowadays, you know. It's just try it. It's beautiful. So yeah, we can just do it like this. We can do, let's say what can we do with? We'll say it's, I don't know, 200 pixels. Let's give it a height of I don't know, 20 pixels, and let's do background. We'll say it's what do you give me a color. If you like one color in particular, give me that color. And I don't know, for now we're just going to use 995. No, 993. 4. Yeah. No, 2, 1. I like that. That's okay. That should work. That's fine. And let's do but let's give it some space here, right? So let's do 9. This is transparency, right? So, you know, maybe 8. A bit more transparent. That's fine, yeah. Maybe, I don't know if I like it transparent. I don't know if I like it transparent, honestly. Like 999. There you go. I think it's fine, right? Yeah, let's remove the hello world thing here from here. All right. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's gonna have to do. Yeah, that's fine. So we know it's 200 pixels width, and we're gonna use that to make it, you know, to do the percentages and get it to lower down, you know, and all that. Gonna get the amount that we need to reduce its width. So yeah, let's do that. Sorry. So yes. Let's keep going. Well, probably we should maybe. Why don't we yeah, let's do this. Let's add an internal one, right? Because we need the health bar, and we need the health bar indicator, right? Class. So we're gonna call it health indicator. Okay, so this will be the actual health bar, right? We're just going to do like this. Okay, so we're going to say that the health indicator, oh no, sorry, indicator, it's going to be with 100%. Yeah, we're going to use this. This is going to make our lives way easier, right? So it's going to be height 100%, and we're going to say the background is going to be the actual background we said here. This is going to be the background of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to say, for now, we're going to say 0% of width. Okay. Oh, sorry, not that. 0% width there, and we're going to set this with a different color. All right, we're going to say that the color of this thing is 0, 0, yeah, no, not 0, 0, 0, but it's going to be something like something slightly transparent, maybe 555 9, something like that, something that is not very in your face, you know, like maybe 333. I don't know, 333. No. How about 9999? Yeah, maybe something like that. And maybe we have, you know, like 50% live, you know. So there you go. So you see, we can see the actual health going up and down, and how much you should have, how much you don't have, like that. So yeah, I think that should work, right? That should be enough. That should be enough to see the minions dying. Yeah, that should be enough, more than enough. So now you see that, there you go. We now save the prefab, right? We save and exit here, right? And this is a little prefab there, right? So we can bring it here. Whoa, it's massive. It's massive. So we need to make it smaller. So you can see, right, we need to sort of adjust it. We can adjust it in multiple ways. Okay, we can think of it as percentages, right? So we can say maybe we want it to be 10. What's the name? I forgot the name. What's the name of the thing? What's the name of the? I always forget. Okay, let's call it 10%. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, no, it's too much. Because sorry, it's not too much. The thing is that the container doesn't know how big is it, but yeah. So it's view screen width. There you go. And this would be maybe 1 view screen width. There you go. I always forget the name of it, but yes. So you see how it respects the position it is, you know. You see how it's always following there, and it's always in the screen. So we need to make sure that, you know, unless we get out of the viewport, right? But viewport, so we are going to say maybe 5. Yeah, I like 5. I like maybe 4. Yeah, it could be even less. 0.5. Yeah, I think that's good, right? I think that's okay. Yeah, we could live with that, right? We can live with that. So that is not very disruptive. We're going to see it from above here. We're going to see always our minions from above. So we don't want it. We don't want it to be too disruptive. And yeah, let's make it. I like how it looks, so it's fine. But yeah, let's drag and drop it here again. All right. Yes. Now we're going to play and see them coming out there with their stupid health bars. They're too big. I don't like them. They're too big. Way too big. Right, let's make them 3, maybe, yeah. And 2, no, 3. Is that a lot? Is that fine? How is it too much? I don't know. 4. Let's look at it from different angles. Are we happy with it? Are we happy with it? Kind of, right? Kind of. It's okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, okay. It's gonna have to do for now. We can revisit. We can revisit. You know, we can always revisit. Yeah. You know, they're coming out of there. Yeah. The thing about this CSS 2D things, we can't really hide them from objects. They're always going to be in the screen. You can do that if you want, but you know, if it's not necessary, you shouldn't try and do it if it's kind of if it's not a main necessity, because it's just going to put a strain on your it's going to put a strain on your on your loop, so you know, on your processor and all that. So don't do it if you don't need to. But yeah, by the way, the 3 of you who stuck there, thank you so much for being there. You know, the 3 of you who stuck there on Twitch, really, thank you so much. There's 3 more people on YouTube, which is impressive, really. Thank you so much. And you know, from 21 to 3 on Twitch, you know, I'm glad you stayed. the 3, that's 3, a lot of 3 people, really. To me, it means a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, I usually have probably on Twitch like 1 or 2 at most, so 3 is more than usual. So thank you very much for being there. Yes. So let's keep going with this. We have our little component there. I like that. I think it's fine. I think it's good. I think it's nice. I think it looks pretty great. Let's come back here, because I may need to open an editor. So sometimes when I open programs, you know, it goes crazy, really goes nuts, this thing, you know. So let's open the editor here with this new oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. It's just, yeah, it goes. I thought it hadn't opened it, but yeah, it was trying to open it. It was just very, very slow. So yeah, let me give me a minute for it to process the change. All right. Yes, we're kind of there. We're kind of getting there. Whew. All right. Yes, we're here. Okay. So I can show you the screen now. Wait a second. Yeah. I just don't want to show you messy stuff, you know, but it's gonna have to do for now. Yes. Oh, hello, Blavish. Nice to see you there, mate. Thank you for commenting. Thank you. Very nice to have you there. And yeah. We have 1 less people, 1 less person on Twitch. Someone left us. Someone more left us. Oh no. Yeah, it's sad. That's sad. Sad to see you go, but yeah. Hopefully some of you stay. Hopefully there won't be 0 people when when the thing is really. I found it really very nice. You know, of sending at least 21 people for a minute there. It was so many people here. Incredible. I found it rating my channel here, really beautiful stuff, really. And yeah, too bad nobody stayed, but well, nobody. The 2 of you who stayed, right? You know, we had 3, now we have 2, but hey, the 2 of you who stayed, you know, thank you so much. Again, you know, every time I say thank you so much, more people leave, but hey, I don't know. Can't be unthankful, can I? But yeah, thank you for being there, Blavish, by the way. Always nice to see you there, mate. Yeah, so let's go to the minion thing. Okay, we now need to get something for the minion. So okay, let me show you something. So here's something interesting. Okay, so we have here our little minion, okay, with this health bar. You can see that the health bar looks very small because we're very close to it. We're very close to the object. We could, sort of set things up to make it bigger as we get closer to the object, but we don't need to, because the game is game is going to be looking at the objects always from more or less the same kind of height. So that's really all we need. So yeah, let's just use this now. And one interesting thing is here we have a minion component. You see that here, right? And we have this row CSS component. So we can get the row CSS component from the minion component, right? So inside the minion component, we're going to try to get this component and to use it, right? Okay, so we're going to do that now. We're going to come here to the minion thing, and we're going to say re dot, no, sorry, row CSS2D. Okay, we're going to get this component, we're going to include it. You see how it's being imported directly here in our thing here, and we're going to say require. Okay, all right, and we're going to say we're going to call it health bar. Okay, and health bar, you can call it, yeah, we're just gonna call it health bar, aren't we? Yeah, just gonna call it health bar and say it's a rogue CSS2D, like that. Yeah, we're just going to call it that. And yeah, this is what it does. Okay, I don't think you can add a name to this, right? True. Yeah, you can add a name if you want, right? So you can add, if you want, you can say, because say if you had two, right? For instance, say if you had like in this case, we can actually come here and call it we could call this, say, health bar. Okay, right? And yeah, let's save and exit now. But you could call that health bar, all right? And now, so you say, I want the one called health bar, because you could have multiple ones. Say another one that is the name. So you would want to get the other one that is called, you could have another one of these that gets the one called name, and say, name. All right, so you could do, well, sorry, name UI, and this could actually be called health bar UI. Now that I'm think of it, yeah, it should be called like that. So yeah, health bar name, and you could use them that way. So it's a useful thing, right? It's pretty useful. So yeah, we could get it that way, and sort of to make it more extendable. And if it were in a child object, right? If instead of in the root object, it were in a child object, you just say true, and it's gonna try and get it from this is for an ancestor, yeah. So yeah, it's not gonna go below and try and get it, but yeah. So that wouldn't work here. So yeah, use it in the same one, or just go to the lower one. In that case, if you had it in a lower one, what I would do here is I would, instead of this, I would do re.props.component, and I would use row CSS2D, and so you can get the component, just drag and drop the object and it will get that component. And you can set a name, so you can say this and say health bar. If you had like multiple components in the same one, right, multiple of the same component, right, so it will get the row CSS2D, right, in that object that it has the health bar UI, right? So drag and drop it there and it's going to get the right one. But in this case, we have it in the same component, the same thing. So if you build things in that way, it's fairly easy. You just do this and you don't need to drag and drop anything. You don't need to do anything. It's going to grab the health bar, the CSS2D object, row CSS2D object called health bar, in the same object. That's fairly easy, right? And yeah, I should add one to like get it from a child object, but it's the problem with that is that it could get very, very much. It could actually get very depending on how many child objects you have, it could get quite inefficient. Because imagine if every object was just traversing its children to say, oh, did you give me this thing and you give me this thing, you know. Depending on how many objects you have and that thing, you know, it can get really, really bad. So you have to be very careful with it. I'm gonna think about it. I may add it. Actually. But yeah, we'll see. For now, you have these options. You know, these are really good options. So yeah, let's use that in that case, right? Okay, let's do this. So we have the health bar UI. So the health bar UI, I think, is a row CSS2D, right? Which is an extension, as I showed you, that you can get it there. Let's use the start method, right? The start is the moment, you know, the minion has awakened, he has reloaded all of his assets. Now the start is, okay, we're beginning. This is the before starting the update cycle. This is like the start of the engine, right? So this one is like setting the key on and kind of trying to, you know, set the ignition in. And this is like the ignition has just started, you know, and now we're ready to update to start, you know, the cycle. You know, this is before the first cycle. And yeah, so this is what happens. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to get the actual health indicator. Yeah, it's going to be an HTML div element. All right, and we're going to say this health bar UI dot no, it's container. What was the name? I think it has a name called, no, it's content. Is it no, the content is the content itself. It's a div. Yeah, it has a div. This is the div where it's set, and it says a query selector. Okay, we're gonna get the health indicator. Okay. Oh, and it just a dot there. Yeah, this is a class. I'm gonna get it by its name there, as we can say const. No const. Sorry, this dot health indicator. All right, and so we get into there. We're just going to say as HTML div element, because we want it to be there. If it's not there, if it's giving us something an undefined or something like that, then we have a problem. So let's error there. Let's let it error. Sometimes a good error signal saying, it's not right. So we're just going to say it this way, and you know, we really want to get an HTML div element, and we want to get an error if something's not, you know, if something's not right. Hope you're enjoying this, by the way. I know, well, there's one person left on Twitch. The fallen, everyone's gone. All right. Hope you're still there, Lavish. Hope you're still there enjoying this, because everyone's left. Well, we have someone else on YouTube there, which is nice. I think we have some more people on YouTube, which is okay. You know, is the audio okay? Yeah, it's me. It's me saying everyone's gone. That's what I heard. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Health indicator. Well, we have the apply damage. Yeah, there's an apply damage. Remember that this is extending row character. Okay. We have the row character, which is also another extension that you can use, because this helps you like set up with HP, shield, armor, all these things. This is an extension you can get for free in the marketplace. And we have an apply damage system here, right? So we're just gonna override that. Okay? And yeah, we're gonna override that. And what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to say apply damage. Okay, super damage. Okay, oh, damage there. So that super dot apply damage. And yeah, so this way we get we pass in, you know, the damage to the original function, to the one we have on the subclass, and now we're going to apply. When we apply damage, right, we set the damage, the amount of damage that we have, that we've gotten. Oh, sorry, we set our new health to this thing, right? The HP. What we're actually showing is the HP, right? So yeah, we should have called it HP. Now that I'm thinking of it, we should have called it HP indicator. You know, a lot less words in that, right? So why have we called it that? Why do I complicate things more for myself? Why don't I just make my life simpler? Why do I like to complicate life for myself? Why do I like to complicate life for myself? Well, for your enjoyment. For your enjoyment. That's why. Okay. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's get some mate here. Oh, it's so good today. I'm sorry. I love this. Yeah. I'm doing some ASMR for you, though. There you go. I hope you're using earphones. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. Yeah, let me know if you're enjoying this. Let me know if it's been of any use to you. Okay. What else are we going to add here? So yeah, so here we're going to set the HP. We have the HP, the actual HP that we have now, cur HP, right? Cur HP is the actual HP we have here. Now we need to get the percentage, right? We need to get the percentage of life that we have compared to the HP. So that's important, right? So we're gonna say const HP HP percentage, right? Percentage equals so it's going to be this HP, right? This HP is 100% of the it's 100% of our HP, okay? And then we have our current HP, which is the amount we have right now, right? So we need to do our current HP by sorry, I pressed the wrong one, by 100, right? Divided by this .hp, which is the HP we have. This should be greater than 0. Don't be an idiot. Don't make your HP 0, please. Use your current HP. Please. Don't make your HP 0. If your HP is 0, you should be dead. You shouldn't be a character. You shouldn't be a playable character. If you make your HP 0, then you don't deserve to be playing this game. Go do something else. You don't have HP. Why are you in this game? Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. So this is the percentage, the HP percentage we have here now. So what we do is now we get this. What else we do? Yeah, we get this health indicator. All right, health indicator. This is the actual div, right? So we're going to say style.width, right, equals sorry, it's going to be HP percentage plus this percentage symbol here, right? So it's a string, right? It's a string. This turns into a string when you add a string to a number. It turns it to a string. Sorry, yeah, that's it. Yes. So this will work now. We can also do it with heal, right? So what we should do is we should set this as a function. We say set health, set HP UI, right? And sorry, yeah, and we're just gonna bring it here, this dot set HP UI, and we're gonna do this with health as well. Heal is the name. Just say super dot heal. Because you know, if we want to have like a thing that heals, you know, like sort of you know how in some tower defense you have like this wizard that heals the enemy minions and things like that. So we could have that, right? So if we have that, if you add that, this will just work this way, right? So set HP UI, right? We're just making it work for every case, and that's it, right? With the two cases, when you apply damage and when you heal. Okay, you want to always know that, you know, the HP UI thing is doing its thing. So yeah, this is nice, right? This is nice. Okay, let's do it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's see if it works, you know, because I don't know. I think it will work, but you know, you can always surprise you, right? So let's do cannon there. Oh no, the cannon is too powerful, right? Oh yeah. It's working, but remember that it's starting with less with less HP because we've set it to be 80 to be able to see the background there. So yeah, let's save it there. Let's make it less. Yeah. Why am I doing this? I have an editor. I have an actual prefab editor. Why am I dragging and dropping it? But yeah. Okay. Let's do it then. Let's play. And there you go. You can see it there coming in, and we can bring the energy one there. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. It looks nice, doesn't it? Very cool. Very cool. All right. Yes, we have a health bar. So we have health bars. How nice, eh? We have health bars. Well, that was pretty quick. That was pretty quick. We just set up a health bar for our little enemies, and yeah, and then so we can see how much damage we're actually making to them. Yeah, let's test it again. Let's just, you know, stress test it for a little bit. We upgrade our gun, grab an energy weapon, upgrade it, grab another energy weapon, we'll upgrade it again, and then see how, oh, look at that. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I like it. I like it. I think it's nice. Yeah, it should be working now. So we have some feedback, okay? We have some feedback. We're going to need to use more feedback, obviously, because we need the explosions and all that. Like, for instance, you see how our the cannon is like, okay, it's. Oh wait, I didn't save? Did I save the prefab? I think I saved the prefab, didn't I? Why are they coming in with less life? Oh no. Okay, I don't know what was going on there. Something weird. Oh no, right, I see. Yeah, because it's right. It means that the cannon is working. It's damaging everything around it. It's damaging the one behind because of the area damage. Right. That's cool. We're seeing that it works, right? We're seeing that it actually works. It's doing the area damage thing. It's damaging a bit of the other one. Yeah. Okay, so now we can see how much damage it's actually making. Which is nice, but we need to see the explosion, right? We need to see kind of feedback of the explosion. Otherwise, it's just seeing health bars like, what's going on here, right? Just seeing a missile hit something, the thing disappears. Then we also need to kind of have some kind of explosion for our minion to kind of, yeah, explode and show us. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Yeah, show some of the stuff. But yeah, that's interesting, right? That's interesting. We kind of have something cooking here, I think. Yeah, very cool. All right. I don't know, really. I don't know. Just one person left on Twitch. How many we have on YouTube? How many we have? We have 4 people on YouTube. This is a mess, man. This is a mess. I know I came here like very impromptu. Honestly, the reason to come here was to test the version, the development version. So I have this new. Sorry about that. Yeah. I'm still with some allergies here. I'm probably spraying or something. I don't know. But yeah, the reason to do all this is to actually test a Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, the reason I came here is I wanted to stress test the development version, but yeah, the thing was, yeah, I had just made some changes to the component viewer thing, yeah, to the component view, and probably broke some of the stuff that I didn't expect to break, and yeah, that was a mess, so we couldn't really test it. I came here to do one thing, I couldn't do it. Well, yeah, it worked. Kind of worked because I actually realized that I had some stuff that I broken, but yeah, it's not the idea. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. I wish I had, tested more stuff and all that, right? Because that's not the thing that's not the actual thing that should be breaking, because that was expected to break in a way, right? The things we want to break here are things that are, less kind of something you wouldn't expect to break. That's the kind of stuff you want to break when you're stress testing stuff like this. So yeah, that's just a shame. That's just a shame, right? But hey, we're here, and we are enjoying ourselves. It's kind of cool that we have now our little health bars for our minions here, right? So we have minions with health bars. We have energy thing here. We have cannon, upgraded cannon. We have another gun here, upgraded gun, and we have a very powerful thing there. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I like this. We should add like an explosion just to kind of define the missile thing. I also think that we should probably turn our missile into something more interesting. Because also what we did when we did that was we simply grabbed the bullet, and if you throw it slower, right, it's the same as the bullet. We just wanted to reuse the bullet to make sure that there's the bullet and there's the cannon. It's the same thing, right? So that's not fun. That's no fun. We should have some kind of a more interesting thing, probably. I don't know. I think if the explosion is big enough, it doesn't really matter, right? Too much, because it's just a little second when you see a boom and then boom, right? So I think that should be like the explosion is the most important part of a missile kind of thing, right? That's the kind of thing you want to see, like boom. Yeah, I guess. But yes. Let's see. Do we have some people here, or do we have nobody here? Yeah. I mean, I'm coming back on Thursday. Definitely coming back on Thursday or Friday, but probably Thursday. I'm trying to figure out a good schedule to come back in and all that. So I don't know if I should keep going or not. Someone criticized me the other day, said you should have, you made this for 3 hours. Why 3 hours? It's too much. And I like. So yeah, I don't know if I should keep going with this, or maybe I added a nice feature. Maybe we could do the next one. We do explosions. So I don't know. It's already been 1 hour 20 minutes. Is that a good amount of time for a live stream? Is that too little? I know some people go, I like less, I like more. Nah, and I don't know what to do. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll grab something here. I'll just grab a. Let's just add a component here. Sorry, an object. Let's add a group. And we're going to add. What are we going to do? We're going to add a. Well, wait. Do we have some examples here? Do we have some examples? Because if we can, in the Quarks example, right? We have the fire one. Oh, we have the fire one. Remember the fire one? I have fire one's really cool. Look at this. It's very cool, isn't it? Yeah, I have the this fire one is the one I used to demo it, and you can just drag and drop it there and test it. So but I'm thinking maybe I should have that sort of as an explosion, right? So can we actually, could we turn that one into an explosion? Like, could we grab this and turn it into an explosion? Let's just duplicate it and remove it. Let's use this one. So what if we just make it like, you know, because the sort of the thing there is okay, right? But let's and I'm okay with the thing there with the, this will change the image that it's using, right? You can use something else because it's actually using a what's it called? It's using an atlas map. So we're actually moving around the index of the atlas map. Okay. So it's looping, which is fine. Probably shouldn't, for now it's fine, but we don't want it to loop really, right? So we want to do something else, but let's make its life a bit less. Probably want it to be very explosive, right? So this emission over time, same 50, and probably we could probably make it fade a bit. Rotation is fine. I think this is fine too. What if we made it by distance? So we've made it like 10. No, because it would do it when it moves, right? This is for when it moves, right? So it would be if we made it like 10 here, and we made it maybe something. I think the size is okay. The speed, right? So let's make it oh, not so much. No, not so far away. No. We need, okay, but we're kind of getting there. All right, so 50 is the minimum. We'll say okay, and you can see the actual image there is ridiculous. Yeah, let's use something else because that's not very cool, is it? Yeah, let's just use something else. What is there? Let's use something else. Could use that. We could use that. I like that one. I kind of like that one. Yes. Okay. I think this full one. If we have a, no. There. Okay. I think 72 there. I think that was okay. So let's make it less lifetime. 1. No. Less lifetime, say 0.5. 0.5. So that it doesn't go so far away, right? This doesn't just go. Let's go 1. There. 1. Okay. Now we're staying here. Right. We need to be like, have some kind of radius that we can use, right? So be able to move it around. Right, and it's not going to be loop, obviously, right? Because we don't really want it to loop. We want it to kind of explode and go away, right? That's what we want. So it should be like, that's not doing anything, is it? No, I don't know. Probably too fast. Probably too fast, and we're not even seeing it. What if it was like 10? Yeah, I don't know. Is it working? I don't know. Is it showing anything? Do you see anything? So yeah, let's do 1. Let's do 1 and 0.1 and 0.2 is max life. There, and probably make it like make it 10, something like that. 10. Should will we see it? I don't know why we're not seeing the explosion. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's leave it there for a second so we can see what's going on. And max size, we can say, I think that's okay in size, isn't it? That's fine. That's not bad. It's not bad in size. 3.5 to 5, about there, it's okay. But 50 there, probably a bit more, right? It's okay. Some to have some more particles, and it should be like very explosive, so it should just go boom and disappear. But yeah, let's go max life 2. Duration. Well, yeah. Let's see this one. 0.2. Let's try that. There. Okay, we nailed it. We nailed it. Okay, duration is the thing we needed for the. Yeah, it had no duration. So let's do 3, 2. There you go. Let's test it out. Yeah, we need something bigger. We need more. Let's leave it there because we need a bit more. We need some more lifetime. So let's do less fade, probably less fade. Yes, too much fade. Let's bring it back in. Something like that, yeah. Okay. And I think that should be more or less there, right? We're kind of getting there. Yeah. But I would like for it to kind of show me different distances, right? I don't know if we can start it in different distances. I don't really remember how that's done. I think start, something about start. Something about start. Something start something, eh? Something about around there. Let's test this out. Let's see what happens when we. It's probably too much, yeah. So let's make duration 2. 2 was okay, right? Maybe 3. And let's do. Mission over time is 50. Start length. I don't think this will do anything. Will this do anything? Yeah, no, this is doing nothing. I think this is for something else. I think this is for something else. Yeah, it's not doing anything now. Yeah, but we could do minimum speed could be something like. Okay, let's wait a second. See how that worked, eh? You can see how that worked. All right, so we'll explode that. It looks nice, doesn't it? Looks fine. Looks nice. Thing is, we need it to be a bit bigger, don't we? We need it to be a bit bigger. We can't have that explosion being so, you know. But I don't know why it kind of, when we play it here, it disappears very instantly. It doesn't really let it, you know, I think it's removing it. I should probably change that in the editor script. Because here, you see how it's just disappearing. It's leaving no traces. But when you're actually playing it in the scene, it's letting it play to the end. You see, it's just going there and boom, disappears. You see, so that's a good thing. That's what we should aim for. Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing we want. But yeah, let's give it a bit more life. Probably let's do 2. And let's do 3 like this, right? So we can have like multiple ones. Yeah, no, it's too much probably. 1 and 3. I think 1 and 3 is okay. It's good, but it's still not as big as we need it to be, right? We need it to be a bit bigger. So we're probably going to make it bigger like this, right? It's just going to make it bigger like this. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to expand the texture. Right? We could actually bring in another one of our textures here. We could actually grab one of these particles and use that as our material. Like we can create a material and use that, right? So let's create a basic material, and let's make it additive blending. Let's add one of these, any of these, right? Let's add, which one? Which one? Probably this one. Let's see. Let's try it out. And yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, additive blending. We can add it to our little thing here and test it out. See if it's working. No, it's not even showing, is it? Oh no, it's not even showing. Where is it? Something's not looking good here. Transparent opacity. I think no, it's fine. We're looking at it here and it looks okay, doesn't it? Looks okay. So this is working. Right? I mean, it seems to be doing its thing fine. So I don't know what's going on there. It's a bit weird. It's a bit strange. See if we remove this. Oh, I can see it. No, it's there. It's there. It's only very, very slightly seen. You know, it's visible there even. But it's so okay. So it's there. It's there, but you probably can't see it. But it is there. It's so faint. It's so faint. It's like very, very faint. Oh, yeah, no. No, that's not good. That's not good. We want it to be, you know, actually a lot stronger there, you know. We want more. We need more of you. Yeah, so when you play it here like this, you can actually see it. but it's very, very faint. Yeah, it's a very, very faint thing we have there. So we're going to need more out of this material. Oh no. It's such a faint material thing, huh? Let's test with this image instead and see how it does. Yeah, let's test it out. Why is it so faint? Oh my god, it's so faint. I mean, it's looping, so it should be there, but it's so faint that we can't even see it. Oh wow, yeah. No. Yeah, I know. How do we make it? We have a bot here. Oh wow, we have a bot. Yeah, don't click on the bot stuff, okay? Don't click on the bot stuff. I shouldn't tell you. I shouldn't need to tell you that, but hey, you know, you never know. You never know. So just don't click on the bot. Don't click on the bot. Please don't click on the bot. Let's do no blending and see how it does. How that does it. I mean, yeah, no blending will do. It will show us the image, won't it? But it's just ugly. It's so ugly, right? I mean, yeah, it should be additive blending because that's what makes it look nice. But yeah, it's not gonna work, is it? Because it just hates us. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it doesn't show. It doesn't show. Oh my god. We need do double side. Probably is it this? I don't think it's that. It shouldn't be that, should it? No. It would be really strange if we were that. But yeah, you can see that we saw the image there. So we know it's there. We know it's there. But there's something going on here that's not letting us see the actual image. Let's see. If you have any idea what's going on, you let me know. Because I really don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm new to Quarks, honestly. I created the integration, but I don't really know how much it works, honestly. Yeah, we're pre-warming them. Blend tiles, it says. No, but we don't need this, really. Okay, we're setting the amount of each of these. But let's just see with the colors it has, right? Because this one is just adding some other colors, right? But let's test it with its own colors. And let's see, it could be this. I don't think it's this, is it? No, it's not that. Definitely something strange. Oh wow. Yeah. I can see it more there, but it's not. What's going on? Okay, I'm pretty sure now that it's just a material. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking this is a problem with the material. Let's see, let's test it out. No, it wasn't really a problem with the material, was it? So double side additive depth test thing, transparent. Oh, maybe this. Could be this. Could it be this? Yes, it's that. And now I'm like convinced that it's that. Yeah. No, And I was wrong. Because sometimes it's this thing because yeah, sometimes it is exactly that, and makes or breaks things. But no, it wasn't in this case. No, because it's just creating a billboard, right? It's just creating a billboard, so it shouldn't be that. Shouldn't ever be that. But hey, who knows? Wait, what? It changed. Wait, what's going on there? What? Okay, so we have something different there. Oh, it wasn't. It hadn't reloaded. So yeah, we may have something there that is showing us something different. Okay. Interesting. Can you show us something different, little explosion thing? What's going on? Okay, I'm just, I can't believe it. I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. Okay, so we have double side additive. It's transparent. Can't really see the thing, so you know what we're going to do? We're just going to grab, okay, we should make this easier on ourselves. So let's grab a plane, okay, and let's give our plane here, our little friend, the image, the material that we have there. Okay, so we just grab this material. What's the material? Is this one, right? Yeah, so let's grab our material here and drag and drop it here. There you go. So there we can see it, and that's fine, isn't it? So there you go. That's okay. That should be totally fine. For some reason this thing is saying no, it's not fine. No, you can't have nice things. That's what it's saying, right? Yeah, there you go. It's doing some weird stuff. That's weird. This is very, very strange. Let's see. Why would it be doing this? So no blending is that, okay? Normal blending is this. Additive blending is that, which is, you're right, subtractive, multiply. So it's doing its thing and it's doing it right. Yeah, we don't need any of this. Yeah, we've changed the color to, emissive color so that, it's actually visible. And yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Yeah, it's very, very strange. Let's come back to this thing and see it. Yeah, it's just more transparent now. That's it. Really strange. Wow. It's truly strange. Wow. Yeah. What else can we do? Yeah, I'm sorry I zone out, right? Because I'm just working. I don't know if I should be talking or not, if I should do something else. I really don't know. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just do my thing, don't I? No, it's not trail, obviously. But hey, let's try a stretch billboard. What's the stretch billboard do? No. Billboard, yeah. Let's play with this one. No, nothing there. Blend tiles? Maybe it's this one, right? Okay, let's see. No, it's not blend tiles. No, it was not blend tiles. I'm lost. I am totally lost. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, honestly. I'm like, what is it doing with the material? What is it doing with the material? I mean, yeah. Additive blending. See, maybe some other material. Yeah, another points material. But the yeah, not even the tune material. Tune material. That's the tune material. Oh no, yeah. What's going on here? That's not showing. It didn't like the tune material. Yeah, it wasn't even showing. Was it? It wasn't even showing it. Look at that. It's like it's transparent, but it's like going in front of things. It's totally going in front of things. And you can see it there. It's there, definitely there, but you can't really see it. Let's go here and see the double side. So weird. It's so weird. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I'm lost. I need to really test this thing out and see what's going on, because I can't be wasting your time like this. I feel like I'm just wasting your time. I'm just making you look at things that don't make any sense to you, probably, you know, or you just don't want to be looking at this. So I don't want to keep wasting your time. So let's do something else. Let's just put this one last test. Let's just standard material. Let's make this let's make this 0. And I don't know. We have depth right, we have that, we have flat shading, which is, I mean, for no reason, so let's remove that. We don't need to be transparent. Alpha test. I don't know what that's doing, really. What's the yeah, 0.5. Is this actually breaking the thing? Let's just see like this. See what it's doing there. No, it's not even using the alpha test. I need to go in the component and see what it's doing with the texture, because it's definitely modifying it. The material, sorry. It's definitely grabbing the material and doing something to it. And I tested it multiple times, so there's probably something else going on here. Yeah, it's probably something else going on that I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, it's something strange in it. Definitely something that's not very obvious, and I need to figure out what it is. Yeah, but I don't want to keep wasting your time. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's remove it for now, and we can use some of the other ones, some of the other texture that we have here. We just remove that and just use that here. And no, let's use what's going on with you. Okay, now it's doing it with everything. Okay, so there's something else going on. Yeah, definitely something else going on. We probably... Okay, yes. Okay. There is something else going on then. What if we just... Let's save this, okay? In fact, why don't we remove this component completely? Because I don't trust it anymore. Let's bring the fire back in. Okay, and let's play it and let's see what it does. Okay, so the fire is doing fine. The fire is doing fine. Great. Now, what if we grab our little particles here and bring it into the fire thing? You see, that is not working. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? One last test. One last test. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to grab the particles. I'm going to grab the I'm going to grab fire again. Right, the original one. I'm going to go here to the full particles. Is this a saved material that we have? This should be a saved material that we have, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, here it is. It's a saved material that we have. So it's a points material. Okay, so that was a problem maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we needed a points material then. Okay. We should have started there. We should have probably started there, shouldn't we? Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice to start with the, looking at the material, that the actual material that we were modifying, and then just go and do something about it. Okay, let's reload the project because I remember that I saved the scene, so I probably have the fire that I did yet, the other one that I had. So we have it there. Oh my god. What an idiot. What an absolute knob. Okay. Yeah, so now yeah, it has no material, so it's going to use like a predefined material thing. We're gonna come here. No, here. Yeah, where we have our little material. We're gonna grab our material. We're gonna add it there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it to be a points material. We have a little magic going on there, and additive thing going on there. Yeah, let's just try it out. Let's see if it does something. Okay, so it's at least it's doing something, but it's not cool yet, is it? Well, let's look at the example material we have and see what our example material is like. Because that's how you do things. You actually look at things in a responsible way. So it's non-flat shading, no depth right, additive blending, less equal depth 1, transparent 0. Okay, yeah, all right, we can do that. All right. Let's do that. So no depth right. Was it no depth right? Yeah, I think it was no depth right. At least it was transparent. We know that much. Additive blending, double side. We need to see if there was something else there, but I think this is it. And yeah, let's test it out. Yeah. I don't see anything. Yeah. So let's see. Less equal depth. No depth right. Why no depth right? And then transparent. Yes. 0, 1. Less equal depth. Additive blending. Depth test. Yes. Double side. No. Size attenuation. Fog. Size 1. Probably. Did we add size or something? What did we do with this? Size, attenuation, fog. Pulling off pre-multiplied alpha. That's pre-multiplied alpha. Does this other one have pre-multiplied alpha? Does it have a some kind of operation there? Probably the color. Does this one have? Oh, the color. Okay, so this one didn't have color. Okay, let's add color. Oh, okay, let's add color there. Let's see if it does anything. And It should be there. All right, let's test this just to see, right? And yeah, we can't see it. Still can't see it. Yeah, it's also quite weird, isn't it? One. And I keep wasting your time with this. I said no, but yes. But no, but yes. And I keep just... I'm just keeping you here, trapped. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's test it. I just want to see this thing work. I'm just touching everything. Okay. Let's see. Does the other one have a add operation? Yeah, it should be an add operation anyway. But yeah, it's not that. But depth right. Yeah, no, it should be that anyway. What's going on? What the hell's going on? Okay, this is weird now. What's going on with this one, eh? Well, doesn't it have all the things we need? Linear color space, maybe, I don't know. This point, I'm like, just test everything. Something will work. Something will work. Okay. I am absolutely out of options here now. I have no idea what to do. Yeah. Size 1. I should have like a copy thing, shouldn't I? Copy for the materials. That's a good that's a good thing to add now, right now, isn't it? All right, yes. Let's bring this thing up here. And why don't we add this material here? It won't show anything, I think, because it's an atlas, right? It's an atlas. So I don't think it will show anything. Yeah, I know. No, because it shouldn't show anything really. Yeah, because unless you are like actually showing something there, it's, yeah. Yeah, no, you won't really see anything there. Yeah. Interesting. So transparent. The only other thing I'm thinking really is maybe I broke something when I was doing the other stuff. Like, actually broke something there when I was doing everything else. Maybe that, like maybe this material is broken, right? That's what I'm thinking. So maybe, maybe I need to re-add the materials to sort of like create a point material from, just straight on create a point material. And just, yeah, let's add it to this thing. And let's come here and add this. And okay, maybe now will work. I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's see. Transparent. Okay. Now we see something. We're seeing something different now. We can make it additive. Still not seeing the stuff we should be seeing, right? double side. So there's something else we're missing here. What else are we missing? So, I mean, I can't add more. I mean, so there is. There's not much else. You let me know if I'm missing something, please. Please do let me know if I'm missing something here. If you notice anything that I may be missing, doing wrong. But yeah, the additive thing should be all, really. Which is a strange part, right? It's a strange part. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go inside the component and look at what it's doing to the material, because it's probably adding something to the material that it's actually doing the work. And so we're getting like false positive sorts. Oh, I know what's going on, I think. Wait. Yeah. Is it that? Wait. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think if this is it. Wait, let's look at this, okay? Just bear with me. Okay? Look at this. Okay, now. No, it wasn't that. I thought maybe it was that. Maybe it was the tiling. The tiling that was wrong. But yeah, no, it wasn't that. Okay. Well, what if it is that? Right. What if it is that, right? Let's turn this. What if we turn this into a mesh? No, sorry, not normal. Into a basic material, right? I just have that thing, and we just make it. Let's delete it. Let's delete and let's create a new one. Okay, let's create a new one. Let's call it. Let's just call it basic material. Okay, again. And what we're gonna do is we're going to add this. Okay. We're going to make it. That should be it. Let's just make it transparent. And yeah, that's it. That's all it has to do, right? It's just additive blending. And yeah, that's it. That's that. It shouldn't be more than this, right? So yeah, I think that's what was. I am convinced now that this is it. Let's hope that that's it, right? Because it's. I mean, it would be a mess if it wasn't. But I think that was a problem, that we had the tiling set wrong. But let's try it out. It's not that. Let's play and see. It's not that, is it? Come on, mate. Double side. Ah. No love. No love for us. No. Oh my god. This is, I mean, wow. Fucking hell. Yeah, I know. It's clearly something weird going on here. So we need to do a little bit of a. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a debugging here. Make sure the stuff is actually doing the thing it should be doing, because right now it isn't. It truly isn't. So yeah. Yeah. Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Yeah, I know. Let's test with the standard material. And let's just use an emissive. Maybe it's this. I don't know. I mean, the basic materials should be basically the same. That's the thing, right? The basic materials should be doing that exactly. So yeah, that's what's mess here, right? What's a mess, an absolute mess here is that it should be doing exactly that. But what's bothering me here is that, I mean, yeah, this should be quite simple, and it's not simple, and it's really bugging me, and it's showing me that I need to work more on this, and yeah, that I should be more careful with these things, right? Because it's really not doing its job. It's really not working right now, and yeah, and this should. Okay, what's it doing now? Okay, I see something. Why do I see something now? Back to the plane. Okay, yeah. Okay, found the problem. Found the problem. Okay, it was the UV tile. UV tile thing. Yeah, it was that. I think it was that. Now I'm like convinced that it was that. Okay, let's see. It has to be that. Come on. Because some of them are working like fine and the other ones are not. So it's clearly this. You see how some of them are like looking fine and others aren't? See that? Yeah. So there you go. There's something here. There is something here. Uh-huh. Let's make it start length. No, the emission over time is 1. What's it showing us? What's going on there? Why is he showing me this? So weird. Don't show me that. Oh, we have stretch build. Wait, no, same thing. Same thing. Okay, same thing. False alarm. But yeah, we're in the right. I think we're in the right track there. We're in the right track there. We kind of, yeah, showing this. Oh my god. Kind of on the right track. Yeah. You see how if you move this around, you can see the difference of that of things. Holy shit. Like if you had like 100, and you say start at 0, it's different than you say 1, 1, hit play. Oh god. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, mate. This is such a pain in the arse. Absolute pain in the arse, mate. Absolute pain in the arse. Absolute pain in the arse. Let's see. Let's give it another go. Oh my god. Start index is 0. I'm sure there's something else we're breaking here. I'm absolutely sure we're breaking something else here that I'm not realizing. I'm just breaking it. We're just breaking it because why not, right? But we need to figure out how this work. How does this work? And I need to set up something in a way that it makes it work every time. Because right now it's an absolute pain. This is painful. I mean, this is not nice. This is not good. I'm not happy with this. It's like, no. This is not it. This is not how it should work. Hmm. Hey Ross Void, how's it going, mate? I hope you're enjoying watching me suffer here. I'm playing with some variables here for the Quark system, and it's been quite painful, mate. But yeah, we're getting there. We're kind of trying to get. Yes. You enjoy suffering. So yeah, you watch me suffer for a while, you'll see how enjoyable it is. We have Tom BH here saying, hello, Scott 1969 recommended to you. Okay, thanks, Scott. Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you. You know, yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you so much. You know, I was rated today, and I didn't know. I can't see when someone rates me. Was it rated now? Sorry, did you do a raid or something? Because I can't see it on Restream. I have like the chat on OBS, and the thing is BS because it doesn't show me like the. Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for rating, mate. I don't see the thing on the Restream chat. It doesn't show me like the raid stuff. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much for the raid. I mean, I wish it would show me, right? Because I'm streaming both on YouTube and Twitch, and I've been rated like so. This is twice. The second time I've been rated today, and you know, I find out because someone tells me. You know, it's like it's a mess. It's a mess. I really wish Restream would tell me. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tom. Really, very much appreciated, mate. It's an honor, really. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know, it's this Restream thing. Also, this is the other thing, right? Well, now I have my phone because previously I was using my phone as a camera. It's an absolute mess. And but now I can actually check Twitch on my phone, so I could be like monitoring the Twitch chat to make sure that it's if I'm, you know, if someone's coming in and if I'm being rated, because I can see the chat, but it doesn't show me. It only shows me that, like, the messages. It doesn't show me like system messages, and it takes like probably like 5 minutes to show me like the emotes and stuff. It doesn't show me anything. Ross saying, I tried out Restream but didn't want to use it since I can have separate vote. Yeah. It's but the thing is, you know, having the you know, the ability to stream to YouTube, you know, it's all I really need. I mean, YouTube, and because I already have like a bigger YouTube channel than Twitch. So like streaming to Twitch for me is like a okay, let's test the waters thing, and more than a okay, I'm actually going full on Twitch. Hard to set up multi-stream without Restream since I use Linux. It's also hard. I mean, I've tried to do like proper streaming only on Linux. I use CashOS, which is Arch based. By the way, you can download a Rogue Engine for your for Arch. You have the rogueengine.io. You go there, you can find the downloads. There's a Pacman file. So you do, you know, Pacman. You install the file there, and you can install. I haven't like published it to Pacman yet, but yeah, you can download the Pacman file and install directly on Arch if you have Arch. Or if you have Deb, if you have the Debian, you have the Deb, and if you have Fedora, you can use the app image, or pack the Deb or the other one, you know. But I don't know. I recommend if you're using Fedora. Arch, by the way, yeah. So, is it? Yeah, I don't know. You seem like you used Arch, you know. Yeah, you have a beard. You have a long beard. You probably use Arch. I don't know. It's just, you know, I guess you can tell when you've used Arch. You can tell who, you know, someone else is using Arch. No, because you can tell, you know, because you can either tell, or because it's a furry, right? So one of the two, right? So if it's a furry, surely uses Arch, right? But if it's, you know, otherwise you can sort of tell, right? Because you've used it already, so you kind of know. Right, it's like that, right? I guess, I don't know. It's like you can tell. It's like you can tell who uses psychedelics, right? Because they'll tell you about it, right? They'll just tell you about it. They just go around and tell you, yeah, it was used DMT, and talk about that all day. That's you know, yeah. I think it's kind of the same thing. It's sort of in the same realm of in the same universe. Yeah. The Linux verse, innit? Right. So yeah, I was here just suffering, arch suffering with this particles, trying to set up a stupid material, but this extension that I built is absolute garbage apparently because I can't set my own material. So you know, it's just suffering never ends. So you know, I see this stupid texture that looks horrible, awful, but yeah, you can test Rogue Engine on Arch and on yeah, and on also on Fedora and Debian and all that, but yeah, also Mac, Windows, all this stuff as well. Yeah, I'm on Windows here. I've tried streaming on that's what I was saying. I tried streaming on Linux, but at least on this computer and this PC, I wasn't able to. Like, OBS was behaving like an absolute madman. Just being able to do it was a no-go, an absolute no-go. I think it was fighting. I think the GPU was fighting. I don't know if it's because of the NVIDIA. CashOS has really good support for the NVIDIA drivers. That's why I use CashOS, because it's Arch with all the support, you know, for different drivers and all that. Yeah. By the way, if you're scared of Arch, use CashOS. I mean, you know, for anyone there interested in a Linux verse, Yeah, CashOS was my entry into Arch, really, because I have an NVIDIA drivers and all that, and I didn't want to mess with that, at all by myself. There's no way. So yeah, CashOS is like a stable-ish version of Arch, in a sense. It's like Arch for noobs, or Arch for what do you say, for twats like me. That's what it is. I tried out. I haven't only ever used Arch. Look at that. I tried out Nix, but it was too difficult for me. Look at that. More difficult than Arch. Incredible. Arch is usually the one that people go, oh, it's too difficult. Because it is. I mean, if you've only ever used Linux, if you've ever only used Windows, Arch is like Arch difficult, innit? I mean, it's very, very difficult. I'm sorry about that joke, but yeah, it's very difficult. But hey, it's very, you have to be very responsible, right? You have to be very responsible. You can't just be flashing your tits at it, because it's just gonna go, So you have to be very careful what you do with Arch, and it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive, and it's sort of, update wrong time, wrong day, and it's just going to go, no, not today. It's just boom, breaks your stuff, and then you go, no audio driver, and and then you're bleeding all over the place. I went from Windows to Arch many years ago because I wanted to learn Linux for work. I was honest. Yeah. I mean, Windows to Arch directly it's a mess, isn't it? I'm not a big Linux guy or anything. I mean, I don't know that much about Linux. I mean, I'm not a big. I'm pretty new to Linux. Until last year I had only used Ubuntu and Kubuntu, and yeah, that's very noob Linux world, right? But and it's very hand holding, and it's very very nice. Feels very Windowsy, right? Feels very Macy Windowsy, and yeah, now I have a CashOS and handling some of the Arch stuff. Not that much. It's very hand holding, honestly. If very hand holding. If someone there is scared of Linux, wants to try, has an NVIDIA driver, an NVIDIA GPU, and you want to try Linux, go with CashOS. Definitely 100%. I can recommend that. Hands down. There's another one, I think, but that was the best one. I tried a couple more, but CashOS was the one that boom worked really well. CashOS, yeah, that one. CACHYOS, yes. Really, really good. Really, really good. I mean, it's like a stable-ish version of. It's like You know how Fedora is a bit more like conservative than Arch? Sort of like, imagine that kind of conservative. It's like Arch, but more like Fedora conservative. Instead of being like Debian, like Ubuntu conservative, it's more like in the middle there. So it kind of feels that way. It feels that way, at least. You're not on your own. Just go and middle of the desert, you just have to build your hut and plant trees and sand. Yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, if it ever breaks, yeah, or if you get an NVIDIA drivers, I don't know if you have NVIDIA drivers, but well, it hasn't broken in 5 years. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, I hear that like regular Arch users like keep reinstalling their system every week or something. I know there was a joke going on around about compulsive system reinstall, like just people going in and going, whoop, flushing it and reinstalling it. like this compulsion to reinstall everything back and back again. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel sometimes. But you know, I feel like people just have those USB. I actually have one. Oh my god! I just realized that. Yeah, I have this very old thing here. I realized I just had it in front of me. This has the CashOS installed here, just in case. And this is a Ventoy. This is my Ventoy. I just had it there casually. I realized that now. The Ventoy with the CashOS there, ready to go. But it has the Cache and the Kubuntu as well, because in case the other one goes, because I have one with Kubuntu and one with Cache, and also I double boot on this one. I double boot here, Kubuntu, Windows and CashOS with one of these USB-Cs, right, with the Samsung one. And the thing is, I had to do a lot of stuff to make it work. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Like if you're gonna double boot with a with one of these words just escape my brain. Sorry, Spanish is my mother language, so I sometimes get the words in my brain, scrambled in my brain. But sometimes if you have any issues, if you have to use an SSD, an external SSD for your double boot, get ready for a nice ride. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, rewriting the boot sequence and all, because I actually had to go and find the file for the boot sequence, because it rewrites it. Like every time you go into Windows, it was rewriting the boot sequence. So I would lose the access to CashOS, and in fact, it would do it when I installed it. So I had to remove the boot thing, the Windows boot sequence. I had to remove Windows from the boot sequence. Then I had to manually write the boot sequence, in the BIOS. No, not even partitioning. No, just writing, just manually typing the file address, the boot file address, in the boot sequence, because it not just setting up the boot, and the boot order. No, just going in and finding the actual boot thing. Initially, I was double booting with the Ventoy directly, because it wouldn't detect anything other than the Ventoy and Windows every time I opened Windows. So it was an absolute mess. I spent like maybe 2 weeks just trying to figure out what was going on, right? Because, well, not entire 2 weeks, of course, right? But in between things, right? Trial and error. Suddenly one day I went like, oh, maybe it's rewriting the thing. It's just boom, flashed in my brain, and not an easy start there with the double booting. The other one, the other one I have, the Ubuntu one, very fast, and it's a very old system. And for a very old system like that, super fast. Incredible. I think it's an i5 from 2011 or something like that. So it's very, 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 very good for that. Ubuntu is fine with it. First on March, I had a somewhat similar issue though. I had dual boot working, but when I booted up Windows, it just tore my Arch setup to shreds. Wow, yeah. But it's it's a thing you have to learn every time. Nuking Windows having all the Arch, yeah. Well, if you can afford to do that, right? Because that's the thing about if you can afford without living with some software, unless you need like Photoshop or specific things on Windows, you may be able to just live, without Windows. But some software just, you have this, GIMP is not Photoshop. If you need that specifically, many other things as well, right? Some people just use some Windows only software that only works on Windows or Mac, right? But yeah, I mean, if you have a Mac as well, right, you can use some of the software you can use on a Mac, but otherwise, you're screwed. Windows. But yeah, Windows 11 is disgusting as well. So yeah, that's something I'm going through right now. Is my Windows 11 hate phase. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, right now, I'm like, whatever happens here. Honestly, very, very bad what's going on there. But yeah, let's I'm probably just gonna add this thing here and let it go for a bit, because I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't even. You see, this works. Why does this work and nothing else works? Absolute mess. Look at that. What? Why? We can try different ones, right? But programming and gaming works really well on Linux or Linux. Yeah, I mean the gaming, it's getting better, right? Thanks to what's all this, the Steam Deck. I think the Steam Deck has a lot to do with that. Using Linux. And well, you can also get the I think the Steam desktop. You can just install that, right? And if all you want is gaming, and that's going to be very focused on gaming, right? And could be very useful, like if you just want that. So that's also really cool, isn't it? Like, whoa, particles. Probably less, right? It's just too many. Yeah, it's too many. Boom. Yeah, just make him explode like that. Yeah, that's fine. Many particles, yes. Modding games on Linux. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, if the modding software is there in Linux, yeah, this is tower defense. We're trying to create an explosion here, because look what happens, right? We have a little cannon here, right? And we have a this cannon thing, but it's not really showing us like the any kind of feedback, right? So we need a sort of explosion, at least something to show our enemies that they're dead. We need a boom. Massive boom, but we don't have one. So yeah, we're kind of trying to create something that is worth showing an explosion, and I think I'm fine with that for now. I think I'm okay with this. I think when the enemies show up there, it kind of looks like it's exploding. Let's test it when they come in close to it, right? Let's see. There you go. Boom. There you go. Just enabling it. Boom. There you go. I think I like it. Yeah, I don't know. But yes, this is a tower defense. You can like upgrade weapons. You have an energy weapon as well, like that. You can upgrade it as well, right? There you go. And yeah, I don't know, this one I don't have more money. But yeah, you can set up your money like this. So you have like this component here where you can set up your currency, all that, and yeah, and your menus, all these things. The menus are just HTML files, right? And you have your HTML files here, and let's see here, right? So you can just build your menus like this. And oh, this one, here you go. The UI tower, right? This is for the upgrade, for the selling, and this is for the selecting weapons, and and then all you do is simply, we have this this little components that let you select your different things, right? It's like, instead of having React, we do it the old school way. We do it vanilla, full vanilla, no React. Look, mom, no React. Hey. Yeah, no. Why do you need? Why use frameworks? Why use no frameworks? No. And this is all pure Three.js, right? I mean, Rogue Engine is basically, it doesn't have. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Rogue Engine is like just using Three.js. So basically, you have, instead of using pure Three.js, you have some boilerplate on top of it, and you have an editor for it, right? So you use Three.js on an editor, but it's all just Three.js code, right? Yeah, you're basically just using Three.js code. Let me show you a component that is using Three.js actually, because this is not using Three.js. But yeah, this is, now you have an object 3D within a component, so it's just giving you a component system for Three.js. Just use position. All this is just Three.js objects, Three.js vector 3s. Here you go, right? And yeah. So it's fairly, React is just, right now, React is embrace Next, or die. That's all React is right now. The only framework that I can stand right now is truly, more or less right now, because after it updated, Svelte. I really like Svelte, but the update, I'm not a fan of Svelte 5. Like kind of, it's okay, but I really like the previous Svelte. Yeah, I mean, it's nice, it's okay, but the runes, I think runes ruined it for me. It's kind of messy. I like the magic behind it before, It's nice to have some magic sometimes in life, It's like, okay, I can just write down my HTML. It looks nice, and then boom. Wow, they banned you. Oh my god, wow. What were you telling them? Like, idiots, why did you do this? Fuck you. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't know. I feel sometimes like I don't know. These people in this framework world, they get very touchy. They get like, and they get very cultish. I sometimes, I feel like, don't you feel like sometimes the frameworks turn into cults, and people, I really like when the builders of the frameworks, they start, they get touchy on X, and they go and fight, and you go, you one day you just wake up and there's some fire somewhere, some the U guy thing, and then the other one from React, someone in the React cult, and everyone else in the in this belt, some Rich Harris guys going about reactivity and how do you do reactivity, because no, you're all doing it wrong. And what the fuck, man? It's like, nah, these people are absolute mad. I don't know, fighting about who's doing reactivity right. Fucking hell, man. And the other day was something about Next.js being crap, which I agree with, but some people going on defending Next, and I think it was even you going, my god, these people behave like proper cults. Talk about cultish people. My boss was just pointing out the deprecated packages, wrong documentation, slower performance examples, and I ended it by saying Svelte 5 was less Svelte than Svelte 4. Yeah, it actually is. It's a lot less Svelte. I mean, as much as I love Svelte compared to the other ones, right? I think Svelte is the best option. I could make a good case for Vue, because Vue's been the most stable, I think, in looks wise at least, right? How it's always been kind of the same thing. but Svelte felt the most magical and nice to use, and it kind of lost that. It's in fact, you know what? I would say something. I'm going to say something even worse than what you said. Something more Instaban. I'm going to say that Svelte reactified. I'm going to say the Svelte sort of went the React way. Svelte looked at React and said, I like what I'm seeing. That's nice, React. I like your little TSX. I like your little JSX. I want some of your magic. And so it went for it. And now, we have Svelte React or something. I don't know, React Svelte. I don't know. I don't get me wrong. It's not React, obviously. It's not React. I mean, I'm using Svelte. Oh, I didn't know that. Svelte teams high over Vercel. I didn't know that. I thought it was Rich Harris. Someone else just they were in the he was in the what's it called? New York Times. He was part of New York Times. He's employed in Vercel. I thought it was New York Times. Is he out of New York Times? This is how always shit goes astray. Like React and Facebook. React and Facebook, like, you know, it suddenly turns into war. You know, and we all get in the middle there. We all just fight in the middle. And it's like, you know, some people that have asked, like, why haven't you integrated React 3 Fiverr? Right? You know, React 3 Fiverr, the thing, you know, for the Three.js with React. And I'm always like, are you sure you want that? Are you sure that's what you want? I think those people just know how to use React. And when you know, it's like that thing when when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, something like that, you know? And it's that kind of situation going on. So people just want to, you know, use React because it kind of feels like, yeah, I should use React for this. I should use React for that. Vercel probably saw people like SvelteKit more than Next. So they pushed you and shitify. Oh, just a theory. But hey, that's a nice conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory. I kind of like it. I dig it, you know. If it were true, it would be a really cool story to tell. And, you know, it's next generations thing, you know. And someone came in and then, you know, forked the old Svelte 4 and went on with something another way, you know, true Svelte, you know, it's true Svelte way. And you could see the shitification going on one side and the you know, goodification going on the other. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't like the rune system. I don't like the rune system. I think the old system was beautiful. It was very, very nice. It had problems, definitely. 100% had many problems. The new one? I don't know. It feels a lot like going into React and feeling like what's going on. Use effect. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. I'm trying to dig it. I'm doing my best. I'm doing the effort. I'm going to say I'm doing the reps. I'm doing the reps because you have to, you know, you can't say you like you don't like something until you've really used it. I think, right? Because you kind of have to try it out. I burned my hands with React. I really burned my hands with React. Yeah, probably my house too, but probably burned my hands with React code. I really felt the pain. Really felt it. You know, really felt like, oh, grind. You know, and we just stuck with C back in 1984. Yeah, but you know, C has its problems as well, right? C has some massive problems as well. I mean, I'd rather have some shit JS code than some shit C code, because the shit C code will blow up your computer. The shit JS code will make your website go slow. You know, so I'd rather have shit JS code. You know, I think. So sometimes it's nice to have, you know, people not have like this, you know, mass destruction weapons access, let's just give the folk, the common folk, let's just give them, this little, trinkets to play with, and then let them break, if you break a trinket, it's not big of a deal. You're not going to build an atom bomb with the trinket, right? But it kind of, I was like, see, you don't have a problem. You mean you have skill issues? Yeah, that's the problem. Right? People have skill issues, right? The thing is, C is amazing, right? But people have skill issues, so you can't give the, the mass destruction weapon, to mass people, just mass give it away like that. They're just gonna blow up all the PCs everyone has. Like even C++ has capabilities. It's just gonna blow up your computer if you can. What's worse with these frameworks isn't these things. It's that you have to migrate your shit every 6 months. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Yeah, it's also that's how I felt with React a lot, right? Every time like React at some point started feeling like Angular, Angular JS to Angular 2 sort of situation. If you've been there, the old days of Angular. Angular was the OG. Angular was the OG with this. Angular went, yeah, you know what? I just want to change things around. I just want to be TS, and I just want to be a cool guy in the neighborhood. And it's just go boom, your PC. It's just, what's going on with my code now? No, it doesn't work. No, and all this, and you have all these old websites using ng fuck whatever, and they don't support it anymore. There's probably a bunch of them still there. I don't know. Yeah, C is beautiful. It's my mother tongue. Spanish and C. if in doubt, just use void. Yeah, it's just use void. Yeah, it's definitely the way to go. But I mean, an avoid pointer. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, no, I think it's a mess. I think JavaScript by itself is good enough right now. I guess I remember the times when React came out, and the fact that React and Angular came out and all these guys came out it was very simple reason. We were using jQuery. It was shit. It was absolute garbage. I mean, who wants to use jQuery? I mean, yeah, back in the day, it was beautiful. It was the one thing you have, right? But everyone hated it, right? But it was beautiful anyway, because you could do all the stuff, you had to do vanilla, and it was minus 10 lines of code. So, okay, it worked, but it was garbage. And it was becoming more and more garbage. Suddenly React comes out and wow, beautiful, right? Magnificent. And then React turns into this massive mess run by Facebook, and as Facebook started going down, the planes are falling down, and so does React. Vue comes in, Vue comes along, it's wow, nice Vue, look at that, right? And Vue, I think Vue, to be fair, Vue has been, I think, the real player here. I think Vue has been, I'm gonna take a stand here for Vue. Vue has been the real player here, because Vue has, I think, felt the most, for me, the times I've used it, I felt like, okay, I'm still using Vue. Even though I've updated this thing, it's still Vue. It's still there, and it's kind of the same thing. It's changed, but it's still Vue. Although the feeling I get with React Svelte is like, no, we just want to be cool and do this new thing. Not nice. They're saying, why JavaScript was invented, someone had problems with Java. Why Java was invented, someone had issues with CPP. Why was invented, someone had with CPP. What was CPP invented? Someone had issues with C. What was C created? We had two great minds working together. Yeah, I mean, C is a great language, isn't it? C is magnificent. And yeah, I mean, it's always a problem with one thing, you create another, right? And this Vue is probably better for long-term maintainability. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that statement. I mean, if you're going to use a framework, I think right now, after seeing what happened with Svelte, I would say the most maintainable, the true player here is Vue. For long-term maintainability, is proven to be the sensible player, and kind of independent, and showing itself as a, you know, like I don't know, in its own way, the good guy, the sensible player, and not just trying to innovate for the sake of innovating, but actually just being a nice framework for what it is, right? Which is, it's a good framework, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know if that's the most. I would still say I really like vanilla, you know, and I think vanilla is getting better and better. So I kind of lean vanilla nowadays. The worst part is I think the arranging your how's it called, your HTML, your templating, right? The templating, all that's the difficult part, getting that together. And you know, it doesn't feel very HTML-y, very CSS-y, going around playing with your code in that way. But hey, I don't know if that's too much of a bad thing, honestly. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it definitely is. It's very painful. Oh, I'm saying I'm ahead to my Zealand. Well, you have a great time in New Zealand, mate. C is definitely a beautiful language, mate. It's a powerful tool that requires much responsibility for the responsible folk who, you know, it's just, yeah. You have to know, you have to know how to use it, right? You have to use it well, right? It's the kind of thing that you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. Don't blow up anything, mate. Okay, just, you know, you have dynamite in your hands right now. Your hands are dynamite right now. Oh, I'm actually from Uruguay. You will never get me for my accent, but I'm from Uruguay. I live in the UK, but I'm from Uruguay. So yeah, it's my it's this one here, this flag there. You see that? There you go. There you go. That's Uruguay right there for you. And the mate from Uruguay as well. Yeah. Yeah, where are you from? Where are you watching from? Whereabouts are you? I'm in Liverpool, by the way. I'm Liverpool, England. Liverpool, England. Beatles land. Norway, very nice. Yeah, you look like a Viking. So you look like a Viking, and you are a Viking. I see that. Okay, that's very appropriate. That's very appropriate. Very nice. Yeah, that's what you want to hear. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go. I think I had enough for today. I've had my my good fill of doing things more or less right. More or less right. What I did today, let me show you what I did today, so that you know you get a nice wrap up of the nice live stream we had today. The last thing we did was try to make the particles work. We were not able to make the particles work, so that's something I'm gonna have to go and debug very, very much. I'm gonna have to make it work, because particles working is quite essential. I don't know if you know, but if particles don't work, I mean, it's not good. So yeah, we kind of have to make our particles work. Yes, please. And but then what we did is we added. Here we go. You know, we have our little prefab here. We have, this is a minion here. We have this is the prefab editor. You just double click on your prefabs, right? And you can open them in this sort of editor here. This is a GLTF file that I've just brought in here. You know, created this little hierarchy with them. And but yeah, you can just bring them in your scene as well, like this, and test them, edit them, blah blah blah, and then bring them here. But you know, this is a more practical way, so you don't have to add in your scene and all that. And what we did was we added this component, this row CSS2D component, and we gave it, we created this little HTML here, with health bar and indicator, and we made sure that we had this health bar thing going on. You see how we can augment the the percentage of damage that we given to a certain minion, and we simply grab this from the component, from minion component here. We have, where is it? Yeah, in the minion component, we are requiring that component called health bar. You remember the name it had was health bar there, right? So the name of the component is health bar. So rogue css2d called health bar. So that's what we get in here. Rogue css2d we're requiring called health bar in the same place, right? From this is the minion component, the one we're editing, and this is the one, right? So here in the minion component, getting this rogue css2d called health bar UI, right? So we come here and we simply say, okay, in the start. So this is when we're set the engine, right? So this is awake when the engine like okay, start the engine. Okay, all the assets are loaded. Now start is just before the loop starts, right? We have the health indicator. We're getting it with the query selector. We're saying health indicator HTML development. And we're getting that here, right, in the start. And then in the apply damage, we're calling our set HP UI. And set HP UI is simply getting the health percentage, right? A base of our HP and a current HP, right? And we're setting that to be the width of our little health indicator thing. And that's all we did today because we are lazy. Now, truth is, we came here testing something from another version. I was actually testing the... I was testing my dev version where I had like all the last stuff that I'm building for the 1.0. 1.0 is coming out very soon. We're in the last phases of the beta and everything broke apart. So I had to open the official version, the official downloadable version, and this is what happened. So we built this anyway. We kind of played around with particles. We wasted a lot of time. We've been here since like 8 p.m. or something. And, beautiful, beautiful. We talked about React, and we talked about Vue, and we talked about Svelte, and how Svelte is turned to shit. And beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Truly beautiful stuff. So I hope it's not too cold there in Norway, mate. I hope you're having a very nice sunny day. No, it's not. It's night there for all we're there, right? It's night, right? Yeah, it's nighttime, right? It's just to see. Well, for you, you're probably still seeing some light, right? It's probably kind of light there, right? I don't know. Tell me if it's light outside. If you see light outside, because here it's already dark. It's already dark. Yeah, it's already dark. Kind of ish. Yeah. You're very, very much up north. So kind of starting to get. I mean, there's going to be a point where you're only going to see. We have 2 hours of night, aren't you? Well, I don't know if 2 hours, but what, 3, 5? Yeah. That's gonna be fun, eh? That's gonna be fun. Oh, 24/7 daytime. Fucking hell. But yes, I think we did a lot. And I think this was productive. It was a productive live stream. We've been rated twice today, and I very much want to give my love and thanks to the beautiful people who rated me, because really, sometimes your village is very boring, and you need your village to be rated in order to have fun. Because sometimes it's like, what can we do today? My village is so boring. So, oh, look, they're raiding my village. They're going to just destroy everything. It's going to turn everything on fire. But no, they come in and they have a party with you. Just they kill some cows, some cattle, and just start eating with you. And that's sometimes a good thing, Sometimes, bring booze. And just a good raid, it's a good kind of raid, That's a good kind of raid. It's more like a rave. So it's good, It's good kind of thing. Is it? Yeah, good. Very much fun. I say I have thick curtains in my bedroom. Yeah, you need that. You 100% need that. Imagine not having thick curtains 24/7. Yeah, you need, yeah, and the rolled, the rolled ones. You have like the rolled ones that thick rolled ones. That's very useful, right? I used to have those back in Uruguay. Now here in the UK, I just have the normal curtains, but there in Uruguay, I have those rolled ones that are very thick and big, and yeah, that was a full blackout. That was a full blackout. Sun at 1 a.m. at summer. Fucking hell. Sun at 1 a.m. Look at that. Woo. And then I think the bad part though is when it gets to when it's winter, you're not gonna see the light of day for a few months, are you? Oof. I mean, it's already quite bad here in the UK, not ever seeing the sun. For me, imagine being South American, not ever seeing the sun is like, wow. But yeah, I mean, I imagine like just never seeing the sun like that. It's just no sun. There's just not seeing the sun because it's behind the clouds. No, there's no sun. The sun's just not here. The sun does no. It's not. It just isn't. You can tell why people really loved the fire festivals back then. Just doing all these rituals with fire. Makes sense, right? You just trying to make the sun come out. But okay, mate. Okay, it's lovely. It's lovely being here. Lovely to have you all here. I think it's the most people I've had on Twitch since the beginning of this thing. If you like the content, give me a follow. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know how many people we've had on YouTube. Oh, we have a few more people as well on YouTube. Look at that. Very much so. Thank you so much to everyone in YouTube as well for sticking there with me. Thank you so much. It really helps a lot. And I hope you found some of the stuff we did here productive. Some of the talks we had about, and we also talked about AI. We talked about all these things, about how people are saying lies, and it's just trying to sell you, like, we're going to have AGI tomorrow and then we're going to destroy the world and it's going to be supercomputers going to come in and destroy. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Don't worry. We're still smarter. We're still smart. We can still win. We can still win. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we talked about no code, low code. We talked about so many things. We did so much in just a few hours. So yes, thank you so much for being here. We even talked about Linux. Look at that. We even talked about Linux Arch and wow. Great talks. Let's do it again. I'm going to be back on Thursday. Join me back on Thursday. Okay. Thursday's going to be another one. I'm going to set it up tomorrow because I have to figure out the time more or less. It's probably going to be 7 p.m. in the UK, 8 p.m. in the UK. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, let's see each other then. We're going to do the explosions in this game. I'm going to try and figure things out so that we can use the dev version. You can have all the new features, new trinkets they're working on. Nothing that's going to blow up our computers locally. Like our friend there was going to blow up his computer with C. He told us right now. So, all right, mate. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, see you later.